January the 1st, the new year. But who is going to take care of the happy part of the new year? We all say Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Why is it going to be happy? Because it's 2014, or because it's the year of the horse, and perhaps you were born in the year of the horse, and maybe it's going to be happy for some reason if you're lucky. No, that's not it. The only person who can make this a Happy New Year is you, with the guidance of your goddess, of course. And I'm here, and you are very lucky to have found me in the old year. I'm your gift for the new year. My guidance is your gift. My love is your gift. Please appreciate it and use it to your advantage to grow. But also don't forget that this is always an exchange. That as much as you get, and you will feel when you are getting something, when you are growing, you should also give out as much. Doesn't matter who you give out to, if it's this person or that person. You should always not store something inside yourself, not cling to these emotions. If you get kindness, if you get happiness, if you get love, don't keep it inside you. It's there to circulate through you to the other people. So whatever comes in from me to you should be returned back to this bigger us, to the whole one, whatever you like to call it, to the divine matrix. In some videos they call it that. Anyway, you all have your New Year's resolutions, promises, some more, some less, but you are going to start something new, or perhaps improve on something that you are already doing. That's the easy part. Now, we had diets, we had mental purification and inviting something new, letting go of something old. Had that. We also considered exercising, right? Starting a new exercise routine, perhaps getting a gym membership, although I don't approve the gym membership, because I think all you need to exercise is your body, and a square meter or 2 square meters of space. You don't really need that much. You don't need the good weather when it's raining. It's not an excuse not to go exercise. You don't need a yoga mat. You don't need any educational videos. All you need to do is move in the ways that you usually would not move. Say this or that or that. This is not the usual pattern. Just stretch your body, and the areas that are more stiff than others should be stretched and pushed beyond their current limits, so that they become more and more in tune with the areas that are already exercised a lot, like our fingers. They never get stiff. We never keep our hands still, right? So there is no problem with the fingers. But shoulders, neck, back, legs, you know, from sitting down all day, imagine if your fingers are in this position for 8 hours, how swollen and uncomfortable they would get. Now think about your legs. Go for a walk, go for a run, walk downstairs backwards. Be careful with that. Just things that you don't usually do. Use the muscles that are not usually used. Hands back. Try to do this exercise. You know, when you grab your hand behind your back. This is the exercise. You don't need to invest into a gym membership. You don't need to buy dumbbells. You don't need to get like a rubber band to stretch. You don't need a bike machine at home or some exercise. Well, if that is what it takes to motivate you, then of course, by any means, that is welcome. But to exercise, you need motivation and your body. And your body is always with you. And motivation is here. Here. Come on, take it. Did you get it? Okay, that was your motivation for the exercise and for the diet. With the diet. Do you feel still full from yesterday? I do. But I did only eat half the plate, although it was Italian food. And like most of the people in our group yesterday, they were French. So we went to an Italian restaurant and had Italian, French, sort of European food. That's really heavy. Oh, that's really heavy. I only ate half the plate, but I still feel full, and it's almost midday here. on January the 1st. So when we talk about diet, Osha said, she made a very good suggestion to me and you, for you to keep a food diary. Now, she'll send me a form for the food diary, and this is to analyze your current eating habits. She will need that. The food diary is like a normal diary, but you write down what you drank, in what amount, how much you ate for a week. I think it was a week or 5 days. I did that too before she designed my menu. See, the problem is when we eat something, we tend to sort of overeat one day, then eat less the next day. So it's not really balanced. But if you have a personalized menu, and if you know what is what and what is the right appropriate amount for you, then it all becomes much more comfortable. You don't shock your body with a huge amount of heavy food with high calories, and then the next day sort of starve it because you feel guilty for what you did the previous day, and snack out on some salad which doesn't really have anything but water. So it's good to have a personalized menu and keep it even and know what is what. And I think that can only be done by a qualified nutritionist. And again, you don't have to do it, but this is what I did, and this is what I would like you to do as well. Perhaps. At least keep a food diary, but without changing your habits. Just stick for a week with your old habits, the usual you. So you wouldn't suddenly go out and buy organic vegetables, steam them, and have that for a week, and then write down your diet plan, because any nutritionist would look at it and like, that's strange. How come he's 30 kilos overweight? We don't want that. We want your usual diet. We want to see what you usually eat. Don't limit yourself, just indulge and keep a diary. Don't forget what you had, even a small thing like a chocolate in the car while you're driving perhaps, or I don't know, a drink of some fizzy soda at work. It still matters, sugar and blah blah and whatever. So you are to keep your food diary. You will be sent a form. Of course, you have to request for it. The other thing is the book. The book is ready and has been ready for a while now, but I wanted to wait until next year, till the new year, this year, until you can actually get it. So now, if you would like to get the book on worshipping your queen, you can email at the usual email address, polinaLipinAKOREA@gmail.com, and in the title put book or book request. Yeah, book request is even better. And I have something to contribute to your New Year's resolutions. Are you ready to listen? And they are not optional. First, I want real discipline from you. I want very strict self-discipline. I hope this is clear. I don't have to explain what it is, right? Discipline and being strict with yourself, not indulging too much, not feeling sorry for yourself. It's endless. And sticking to your promises and your commitments when it comes to your goddess. Start with this relationship, and it should spread to all areas of your life. When you decide that you are doing something for your goddess, the decision should not be based on how you feel at that moment and change with the next moment, because you're no longer in that mood. If you make a commitment to do something for your goddess, you should stick to it. Week after week, month after month, year after year. This relationship, this connection, this training does not have a limit of, say, 6 months course or 3 months course. You're here for your entire journey. And by your entire journey, I mean your life. You're here for life. You've come to me, and I don't see any reason for you to leave, because you are getting what you need. It's sometimes hard, it is challenging, yes, the tasks can be hard. You have to overcome it. Like with any task, it's not going to be easy. Worship, prostrations and supplications, some days you will really not be able to do them, but you should be able to get on the right track as soon as you can. And this is when self-discipline comes in. Yeah? Self-discipline and sticking to your promises, sticking to your words, consistent devotion to your goddess. This is what I want from you, and this is your compulsory New Year's resolution for this long, long journey, an endless journey to loop. You will discover yourself, you will come to self-realization, you will purify yourself, but it takes time, and it doesn't have a time limit on it. It doesn't have a deadline. It's not a school. It is a school, but it's not a school when you can graduate. You can upgrade yourself, you can grow, but there is no ceiling that you can reach. You can grow and grow and grow and grow and become the best of what you can ever be possible, coming from your core. Open your vault, even open it a little bit. Maybe you already feel that your vault is slightly opening and letting out the streams of love and light, because this is what you get from me, and this is my intention, to open your vaults that are filled with all you need, your entire internal core of happiness, your source of happiness, your source of contempt and satisfaction. And the point of life is in here, is in your inner vault. Because once you feel that you're filled with love, contempt, and everything else that you ever dreamt of, you don't need to look outside. You don't need to be unfriendly to people or experience unpleasant emotions of jealousy, anger, I don't know what else, loneliness. Because if you feel complete, content and happy, everything shines, because you are shining from the inside out, like me. Happy New Year. This should be Happy New Year, but the happy is in here, it's not in there. So don't try to reach out for this happy and scrap for that happy and save money for that happy. Happy is in here. It doesn't cost any money at all. That's simple, and it doesn't need anything that you don't yet have. You already have everything to access the happiness that is inside you, to make your new year happy and the year after that happy, and be happy for your whole long journey of healthy, happy life. Sounds incredible, doesn't it? But hey, it's here. You don't need anything else. Stop looking outside. This is where your priority should be. Your priority is not work, your priority is not friends, your priority is not going out and buying a new suit. Your priority is right here, and I am your key. I am the light, I am the energy that gives you motivation and inspiration to open that vault, to let it flow through you, through your whole body, and fill you with what you need to fill, to be filled with what you need to radiate, this inner happiness. And nothing from the outside can bring you this inner happiness in the long run. Yeah, perhaps a ride on the roller coaster. Whoo! Happy, excited, and it's going to be gone in 5 minutes. A new car, the happiness is going to vanish in 2-3 months. And you see it, yeah, but the new model is out, and my neighbors have a better car. It's not going to warm you up from the inside. Very, very important message. You can't go over it and just say, yeah, that's a load of blah blah Happy New Year message. It's not. It's the whole philosophy of life. A philosophy of life that will bring the best result you could ever wish for, if you can only understand it and practice it. And by practicing, to practice it, you need strong self-discipline. You can't waste time on indulging in things like alcohol. You can't waste time on trips somewhere, not being able to check the videos from your goddess, your guide. This is your #1 priority starting this year. This is not some entertainment for when you have time on the weekend and perhaps, might watch it, might not. This is your #1 priority. You must be disciplined. You must work from the inside out. You are digging inside, you're looking inside. You are giving back to your goddess whatever you can. As much as you feel you're growing, you're giving back to your goddess and you're giving back to other people. These random acts of kindness. No, you don't have to donate to a charity. You don't have to help a grandmother across the road, although that might be the act of kindness, but not the cliches that you're thinking about. Anything, just smiling at somebody on the street, just giving them a smile. Doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. Just saying to somebody that, wow, your hair looks nice today, or I like the color of your dress. It will make them happy. These small words, tiny little words that don't take any effort on your behalf, will make them happier. Telling somebody who does look young that they look young, indeed, not just thinking it. If you have something good to say, say it. If you have something bad to say, destroy that idea inside you to start with. I mean, it shouldn't even be there in the first place, but if it's there, eliminate it, destroy it. It's polluting your mind, it's polluting your soul, and it's about to pollute the soul and the mind of the other person, so no way you should be saying something bad. Say it in a good way. If you need to correct somebody's behavior, notice their good behavior and emphasize that, but forget about their bad behavior. If it's your child, if it's your partner, don't criticize them. Constructive criticism is not telling me, now you should correct this, you're bad at this and this is horrible. That will create resistance. They don't want to change. Nobody wants to change if they're told that way. Tell them how good they are. Tell them how well they do this and this. And don't even mention the bad thing, because deep inside they know it's not so good. Deep inside we all know what's not good and what's not bad. I think this is getting way too long and way too much for you on the 1st of January. But it is New Year, but don't take the happy part for granted, because all your cards from people say Happy New Year. The Happy New Year is in your core, the happy part, and that happy part should make it a Happy New Year. And don't forget that the only person who can make it a Happy New Year is you, with the help of your goddess, of course, because I'm your inspiration and I'm your motivation. Do the prostrations, do the worship acts, and give back to your goddess as well, as much as you get. If you get nothing, don't give back anything. Stay still, and keep it inside you. If you do receive, give it back. Give it all away, let it circulate. Yay! Happy New Year!